We're up here in Lake Creek at the site of a natural avalanche. Zoom in on it here. This occurred probably yesterday afternoon, right as the storm was ending. And it's a medium-sized avalanche, probably a destructive size 2, somewhere in there. And you can see there's another. It's really hard to see, but just on the other side of those trees there's a little sympathetic. And this slide started on the interface of the old and new snow. Right now there's about 12 to 15 inches of new snow on top of older, very weak faceted layer. And you'll notice where this started, about 100 vertical feet below the summit of this peak. And the reason that's interesting is because that's about the limit of where the slope becomes sheltered and is outside of the influence of the wind. So up higher here and all around me, I'm standing on old, harder wind pillows that are just quite a bit stronger than that older shaded layer. We've got a pit here about as close to the avalanche as we could get. We're within a couple hundred feet on a 29-degree slope. We just didn't. Obviously, you want to stay away from these things as much as you can. But you know, if you look at the pit wall here, it's just really obvious what's going on. It doesn't take any knowledge whatsoever to figure this out. We've got basically old, dense snow, and then a really weak, sugary layer. You can see these they're called facets. They actually grow in little chains here. You've got this really weak layer underneath a fairly dense layer of new snow. So basically we've got an old snowpack, a new snowpack, and a weak layer. So I'll show you a quick propagation test. Basically what I've done is isolated a column. I'm just going to take the top off here because it's just fluff. And I'm going to load the column. Okay. So it didn't take much. It took 4 taps and the whole block moved. Now if I put my arm behind it, you can see how on a slope that could easily avalanche. Okay? See how weak that is? The take home on this is that today's one of those no-brainer days. You don't have to do ECTs, you don't have to do propagation tests. The idea is, very obviously, weak snow, strong snow equals avalanches.